real estate investing. The 10 commandments of buying real estate properties with no money or no credit. How does it really work? Why this can be done still today? What are all the possibilities? What are the methods, the techniques, and strategies used to buy real estate properties today with none of your money? Nothing. Nada. Zero. How to buy property with no money down or no credit or with bad credit. How to buy real estate really with no money down. Is that possible? We are going to see all the possibilities. More millionaires have made their fortune by investing in real estate than any other form of investment. This is absolutely true. But at the same time, it's possible to lose your hats, your shirts, and even your own shoes. Zero down real estate investing with bad credit or no credit. How does it work? How to buy properties with bad credit, no credit, no money down. Let's go to the details. Owning a home is an American dream, but some people don't have the opportunity to achieve this goal. Bad credit, no credit history, or little cash stops many people from qualifying for a home loan. Yet, there are ways to obtain a no money down mortgage with less than perfect credit. The key is to use the right strategy, finding the right lenders, and choosing the right loan program. Here is your guide to buying real estate with no money and or no credit. This audio video will cover many ways in which any real estate investor can purchase properties without using their own money. This method show you how to easily purchase real estate. This video is about to show you the path to prosperity, the way to wealth. You will be able to extend your knowledge on how you can purchase real estate over a period of time to build your fortune. If you follow these methods, you will have unlimited resources available to you to finance your purchase of real estate over a long period of time, over the long term. If you are looking to learn how to invest in real estate, but thought you will be limited because you do not have money or good credit, you better think again and think again and again. Real estate has many advantages over other forms of investment, including cash flow appreciation, tax benefits, and equity build-up. This is why investing in real estate is the primary method used by most millionaires to build their wealth, to build their empire, to build their big fortune. If you need to invest in real estate in the South Florida area, call Anthony at 786-709-6577 or 305-974-6717. They are professional realtor with our clients complete satisfaction guaranteed FIR. Real estate wanted. Private investors looking to buy commercial properties. We will look at all kinds of property, any condition. Please contact Anthony at 786-709-6577 or 305-974-6717, or you can visit www.knowledgefinancial.com. We buy and sell real estate properties, duplex, triplex, fourplex, multi-unit apartments, businesses, shopping centers, and general commercial real estate properties. If you or someone you know might want to sell, buy a real estate property in South Florida area, please contact us. Our telephone number 786-709-6577 or 305-974-6717. How to buy real estate with no cash and no credit. Buying real estate property, bad credit or no credit, that's true, that is possible, but let's set the record straight. No money does not really mean there is no money involved. That simple means the money does not have to be exactly your own money. But there is always money when you're doing a real estate deal. No credit or bad credit, yes, that is possible. But put that in mind, the property could cost you much more than a person with a good or perfect credit. Bad credit does not necessarily mean that you cannot buy a piece of real estate property with a poor credit score. In this situation, you will simply have to pursue other options besides getting a traditional loan. You must be flexible and willing to agree to terms and conditions that you may not otherwise accept if you had a very good credit. No money down simply means, again, I'm repeating that, none of your own money down. You could use Uncle Bob, Uncle Sally, Uncle George, or your next door neighbor to put the money down. It is not your money, then it is no money down as far as you are concerned. Real estate banking mortgage lending business today requires at least 20% down payment, and in the old day and the giddy days of easy mortgage lending, some companies were offering almost or sometimes even more than 100% financing. Today many people think that this is the same thing as no money down. However, it is not. It is an entirely different ballgame. It is completely a different thing. Today, it just takes a bit of more strategizing. You have got a few options to work with like seller financing. Strategy number one, or commandment number one of buying real estate property with no money down: seller financing. To buy a house with no money, you should also look for seller homes, not bank-owned homes or REOs, real estate owns. Seller financing is done when you make your purchase offer. You may pay the full asking price to the seller for the property. You would have to place a contingency in the contract that the sale is subject to the owner providing 100% financing. You must include the interest rate, the terms, and any points to be paid down, and don't forget The deal will be contingent upon the seller agreeing to this deal. If an owner provides you financing to purchase their home, you will write up a contract and pay them a monthly note, just like you will do at any conventional bank. Strategy number 2, or commandment number 2 of buying real estate with none of your money: secured loans. Another popular way of buying real estate with no money down is by obtaining a loan with your assets. These are referred to as secured loans. You can use stocks, bonds, IRAs, individual retirement accounts, or even your own vehicles, or any type of valuable asset you may have. The value is used as your down payment. Remember, you use the assets as security, as collateral, to obtain the money you need to make your purchase. Option number 3, or we can say amendment number 3, or strategy number 3: hard money lenders. Hard money lenders take into consideration the value of the property, including all the market indicators, before approving the loan. Then they look at your credit. They do approve bad credit loans. If you have a very good deals, a very good contracts, a property with a lot of equities on it, and the hard money lenders will have no problem to finance your deal. The most important factor for them is the worth of the property and the loan to value ratio. It is advantageous to the lender, and they would be able to sell the property at value. If you defaulted on the loan, they will be happy to loan you the money. Buying real estate with bad credit or no money down is still a possibility today. You just have to be a bit creative and look at the bigger picture. How to start investing in real estate property with no money or none of your money. Investing in property is a great way to make money. Over the long term, property tends to increase in value while providing stable income in the meantime. It is possible to invest in property starting with no money. The primary way to start investing with no money is to use other people's money, OPM, or other people's underused money, which is opium, OPIUM. And also you can use OPT, other people's talent. Or also you can use OPK, other people's knowledge. Also you can use OPE, other people's experience. You cannot do it all by yourself. You're going to use somebody's knowledge, somebody's talent, somebody's experience, or somebody else's money anyway. So OPM, OPIUM, OPT, OPK, OPE, believe it or not, you are going to use one of these possibilities, or probably all of them, to purchase your real estate property. Find a realtor. A realtor will help you through the negotiating and buying process. Realtors will usually help you in every step of the way. But if you are in the South Florida area, or anywhere you are in the United States or Canada, but you want to purchase a property in the South Florida area, you can contact Anthony at 786-709-6577 or 305-974-6717. Strategy number 4 or commandment number 4 to buy a real estate property with none of your money, assignment contract. This simultaneous clause we call double escrow. The double escrow is a powerful no down payment strategy used by many investors, including myself. Strategy number 5 of buying with no money. Another method for buying a property with no down payment and or none of your money, and one that works for either investors or someone just looking for a home of their own, is the lease option. That's, we call it rent to own. Simply, you get a lease with an option to buy within a specified period of time. You are not obligated to buy. A portion of your lease payment, often about 25%, is applied toward the stated purchase price. If you can find something like that, a person, a seller, wants you to do that kind of deal with them, this is not a bad deal at all. If you exercise your option to buy at some point during the option period, those applied funds become your down payment. There is another important thing in that. Now consider this. Your lease option could include the right to sublet. So you have to put a contingency in your lease contract to be able to have the right to sublet the lease that you just got. If you need help in selling a real estate property in the state of Florida, I can help you. I can assist you. I can provide you with the most extensive and comprehensive marketing plan available, designed to obtain the highest price possible in the least amount of time with the least convenience to you. South Florida or anywhere in the USA or in Canada, but you want to purchase a property in the South Florida area, our contact number is 786-709-6577 or 305-974-6717. You can visit www.knowledgefinancial.com. I am committed to excellent service and making your real estate experience the best it can be. Attention home sellers, selling a home is a big decision and requires a lot of work. Let us help you selling your real estate property in the South Florida area. With us is more advertisement, more exposure, more showings, more offers, and more money for your properties. Contact us at 305-974-6717 or 786-709-6577 or visit www.financialacademyschool.com or www.knowledgefinancial.com. How to buy real estate with no cash or none of your money. We're talking about to sublet the lease, sublet. You find a tenant. How does this work when we're talking about sublet? Because you have a lease from the sellers, from the property owners, and you put a contingency on it, so you have the right to sublet the lease. Sublet, you find a tenant, and he or she is paying your lease, and a portion of this rent money is being applied to your down payment. Get it? Someone else is paying your down payment for you. This is a very great idea. It's a very good way to do business and make good profit. Commandment number 6 or strategy number 6, equity share. A prime example of buying a home with no down payment is to equity sharing. Share the equity of the property with the seller. Other calls this equity participation. The seller will be the investor who puts up the down payment. Actually, he only leaves in enough of his equity to act as the down payment and return for a tidy profit in about 5 years. Straight and simple, you get into the home without a down payment. Strategy number 7 or commandment number 7, the triple net lease. With or without an option to buy is another down payment method used to obtain multi-unit apartment buildings as well as other commercial properties. It is similar to the lease option except that it usually involves multi-unit or commercial buildings. The seller still owns the property, but you take over all the responsibilities, including all service debt such as the mortgage, taxes, and insurance, for which a portion of the rent goes directly to you. In other words, the seller still gets the bulk of the income without having to lift a single finger. You can upgrade the units and raise the rents and make management more efficient to increase your monthly take, to increase your cash flow, or to increase the value of that particular property. And if you include an option to buy, a chunk of the income that you are paying to the seller will go to be your down payment when you buy. That's a very good thing. The end result is that you buy the building with no down payment, at least not any lump sum. Strategy number 8, commandment number 8, contract for deed. A contract for deed can be a no down payment deal. It is a type of seller financing. Basically, the seller is the bank. You make payments to him directly. He keeps the deed until he gets paid off, until you pay the property. Or you can refinance the property with another lenders and pay the seller in full and you obtain the deed. Once you have made enough payments to act as down payment, you will then get the mortgage from a bank to pay the seller off and get the deed, and you have the property. Strategy number 9, commandment 9, sweat equity. Sweat equity, and then there is the sweat option where the value of your labor and fixing up the place becomes your down payment while also increasing the value of the property. Real estate buying and selling in the South Florida area, please contact Anthony at 786-709-6577 or 305-974-6717. If you want to invest in real estate but you don't know exactly what to do, how to start, just contact us. We'll be more than happy to help you. If you have a property for sale and you don't know the value of it, just contact us. We'll be more than happy to estimate the property for you, to tell you how much it's worth if you put it in the market, how much you'll be able to sell it for. Contact number 786-709-6577 or 305-974-6717. Thank you very much. Thank you and thank you and thank you again. See you for the next video. I hope you have found this audio video is very helpful and you get a lot of benefits out of it. And I promise you that the next video will be much more better than this one. Once again, thank you. See you the next time for the next video.